Happy Monday, everybody. Hot AF across the country. I wasn't too bad walking in. I know it's going to be gross walking back. I don't like that. I don't mind it all the time, and you get a nice respite in the morning, but man, it's nasty.
Take an Uber home.
Oh my God, who are you?
That's Brother Bilal.
Did you know that he worked here still? I was unaware.
It's called a vacation, sir.
Oh, is it? I don't take those. So I will not take an Uber home. Yeah.
Or vacation.
Yeah, I don't take Ubers, man. You didn't take an Uber. You went to a concert on Saturday, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I got a Lyft down there, Lyft being the company, and then I walked back.
And you didn't, why did you walk back?
Because traffic is such a cluster down there after any event that to get out of the zone where they were having things blocked off, and I was halfway to the station anyway, so I just walked the rest of the way.
I like that. That's smart.
That's what Jennifer and I did after that cake show, man. We thought about getting an Uber, and then we looked at the traffic, and it was like, we'll beat it back to the station by walking.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I almost could have beaten the Uber or the Lyft to Bridgestone on Saturday if I had walked to there.
Yeah.
So you went and saw a band called Ghost. Check this out.
Correct.
Check this out, Ken.
Yes, sir.
They made him put his phone in a special pouch and locked it up. How weird is that?
Yeah, Jack White did that his last show that a couple of years ago when we saw him at Ascend. You had to put your phone up in a little pouch. Now you could go check it if you wanted to, but you had to stay in a designated area.
That's so. Again, it's an odd thing, but the fact that you had to how long did it take you? First of all, you missed the beginning of the show, but then how long did it take you to get through the line to have them unlock it?
I got there at 7:30. They pushed the show from 8 to 8:15. And I got in about 8:17. I really wanted to see curtain drop, and it happened right as I was walking towards my seat.
Oh, man.
They got to get better about, because the whole phone thing just slows the lines down massively, and they've got to get better about. They need more people. They need to open the doors earlier. And Ghost apparently has a history of having to push shows from the start time because of the lines created by pouching your phone.
That is, did you get to keep the pouch?
Yeah, you keep it on you.
No, but did you get to keep it?
Oh, no.
It's not one of those cool pouches.
You got to give those back.
It's like a ghost pouch. Well, I mean, you know what? How long did it take you to get out of the arena? That would have driven me crazy. I'm like, I'm stealing this. I'm going to go home and cut it.
I actually thought about that because there were probably half a dozen women out front that were helping to unlock the phones, and then you just threw it into a bucket. They were being just utterly swamped because everybody wants their phone unlocked, and they're surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of people. They didn't have enough people out there to unlock the phones after the show was done either. Notice how he said women? Well, I'm just saying that because
women are the only ones that could do that job. You might as well tell them all to go back in the kitchen, Bill.
They should have never left. I only saw women doing the unlocking. That's why I say that. I didn't see any guys out there.
Somebody said they would like to have seen you on one of those scooters. You know what? I would have paid for that.
You know what? I didn't even think of that.
Really? Would you have done it?
Probably.
Nothing makes me smile more than watching people ride double on a scooter who've never ridden a scooter before, let alone been on a bicycle in 25 years. But now's the time, after a few drinks, that this is the smart thing for them to do. Nice.
Yes. That's exactly how I think.
One other thing about the show is when I grew up, when you would go to a show, you would pay. I think I remember the first show I ever saw was Journey in the Tangerine Bowl in Orlando, and I think shirts were $12 or $15 at the time. T-shirts at the show were $50 and $60.
Are you kidding me?
Which is beyond ridiculous, and it was for the same shirts that I could go on the website and buy for $30 or $35 plus shipping.
So, which is. What do they get for a concert, you think? Are they splitting it? Because they're they don't have the commercial appeal. They have they're like, unfortunately, like Fish, where they have a huge base of fans, but it's not like their songs are played on the radio all the time.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
Yes.
Not like, they're not like Metallica or something like that.
No, most certainly not that big, but their last album debuted at number 1.
Would sell like 4? Because that's all you need to sell, right?
No. It sold almost 100,000.
Just crazy. Do you remember back in the day when you were a record executive? You sold 100,000. You're like, we may have to fire this guy.
Yeah, if actually on a brand new band, if you sold 100,000, you're pretty happy. But, you could have artists that would come out of the gate with 1 million. The only person that does that now is Taylor Swift.
Oh, your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And Afton was here on Friday, too. Your double girlfriend.
She sent me a text. I told her I was on vacation. Yeah.
Yeah. She's probably bummed. She's like, came in here. She's like, oh, my God. Yes. Bell sounds like Gatorade ad. What? Oh, Gatorade ad. Why? Did you drink a lot of Gatorade?
No.
Oh, goodness me. Well, I'm glad you went to that. Bell is back. The team is back together. How was your weekend there, Ken?
It was good. I did absolutely nothing.
That's isn't it fun?
I love it. I love doing absolutely nothing.
It is.
Now, I like doing what I want to do.
Yeah, but sometimes that's take a nap.
Yeah.
Watching TV and falling asleep, waking up a little bit later.
Yeah. I ate a lot of fattening food, too, that I'm going to have to beat myself up over. But it sure was fun.
You know what? That's good, though.
Yeah.
You don't beat yourself up over it. I saw this comedian earlier. He said the difference between today's generation and our generation is they're not going to eat the muffin or donut. And if they do, they're going to feel guilty about it. We'll eat it, and we'll go, and we'll move on with our life.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the truth.
Yeah, I beat myself up by looking at myself in the mirror and saying, you should really stop doing that, Weaver. Oh. And then I go right back to it.
I think if we had to eat in front of a mirror, we would all stop eating the way we eat.
Not
all of us.
No, maybe. No, I don't think I would. I like the food too much.
Maybe how fast we eat it. I always feel like I'm racing somebody. I don't know who. Well, I don't know who. Nobody's coming to take it, but I don't know that.
You're racing your appetite.
That's an interesting experiment, though. Just sitting and eating in front of a mirror.
I want somebody to do that tonight. I want somebody to go and eat in front of the mirror and then that feels like something that somebody would tell you to do. Like, I know you're struggling with your weight. You should try to eat. That right there is Chief Nance out of Reno, one of the casinos. I don't know how many people are injured. I don't know how many people are dead because, again, it's a fluid situation. Yet another whack job. And how about that whack job in Michigan? The Walmart at Traverse, Michigan, started stabbing people.
With a folding knife. Drove 2 hours to get there.
He's got 2 books on Amazon, one of which he thinks he's Jesus.
There you go.
He's like, I'm not quite sure, but I think I'm Jesus. I'm thinking you're not, because I've read the Bible, and I don't remember that part where, like, Jesus is like, then what you do is you take out your folding knife and just start shivving people.
Yeah.
Not well, but they hit him with terrorism charges. I don't know what happened in Reno. But there's some wackadoos out there, people.
You just never know, man.
No.
You just never know.
No, you don't.
Just something as benign as going to the store there in Michigan.
And it seemed to be very random. And he was caught. There was a Marine who had a gun.
Yeah.
And they held him. And now he stabbed 11 people. I think 6 of them serious condition. And, he's terrorism charges, attempted murder charges. But like you said, he drove 2 hours.
Yeah.
What in God's name are you doing where you're like, you know what? I got to get back at the world. And I got to do it in Traverse City, Michigan at the Walmart.
Yeah.
What did he think was, And
dude, there's people right now wrestling with those very thoughts, Brother Chad.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, when's the next one? It happens so often, we forget about them.
Yeah. That's, you know what? That's exactly, it happens so often. That's already in the rearview mirror. That was a few days ago. And now we're on to somebody new in Reno. Yeah. For who knows what. Could have been a lover's quarrel. Could be somebody lost a bunch of money. Could be a terrorist. You don't know, because that's not come out yet. They've got him in custody. He's in the hospital. I don't know if he's alive or not. But like you said, there are people wrestling with the being that close to spinning out of control, which is, I always go to why take people with you? Because you're so pissed at the world. You're pissed at yourself. Then take it out on yourself. I mean, I don't want you to, but seek help. But the thought of, and some people, this guy on Saturday sound like he's deranged.
Yeah, well, he looks it too.
He does.
He's just got that crazy look in his eye.
He's got that, completely, absolutely lost look.
And you can come up with a rationale in your own head that this guy went and killed that other guy because that other guy did X. But when you just go in, you start shooting random people, that is you trying to externalize what you don't like about yourself. Everybody else is the problem, not me. Because you're killing people you've never met, have never done a thing to you, you've had no contact with, but suddenly they have to pay the price because of your mental issues.
That's it. Suddenly they have to pay a price. And you're angry at the world. It's like that Tombstone, right? Like, and they asked him, why does what's his name do what he does? And he says, because he got a great big hole in his heart. He's just full of, hate. And that's exactly it. It's the same thing. These people, somehow they go off and they start to lose their mind, and then they become angry at the world and they're pissed off. And then they go down their own wackadoo rabbit holes. And then they decide Traverse City or Reno, Nevada is the place that whatever's going to happen in the world happens. And the innocent get hurt. Just insane. Coming up, talk a little Israel plus controversy over Sydney Sweeney. And if you don't know who she is, nice, soft on the eyes. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. She's got a new ad out for America. Was it American
Eagle? Yes,
American Eagle. So, and
but if you don't know who she is, you're clearly not a racist.
Clearly not. And you don't like women. So that's also that too. So we'll talk about that straight ahead. Missing show. Shame on you. Grab the podcast. Chad Betts Show. Super Talk 997. Oh, baby. People can find any reason to make something ridiculous. So American, apparel or whatever they're called, American Eagle, they come out with this new line of jeans, I guess, that's for very pretty women. Although somebody said, she's very basic. I'm like, well, you know what? No. Maybe. I've seen some other pictures. She's not as basic as I think people realize. So Sydney Sweeney, kind of a big actress, little seductive, got some curves. She does these, and there's a bunch of 15-second commercials everywhere. And they sound like this.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
So, genes. Now, actual genes, but not to be confused with what? Jeans. See? One's jeans and the other's jeans. One's the kind of jeans that mom and dad have. The other's the kind you buy at American Eagle. By the way, if you want to know what an eagle sounds like, this is not it. That is a hawk. An eagle sounds like this. It's not very cool.
Kind of annoying.
Kind of very annoying. So people start taking, of course, and we know what kind of people. What kind of people do you think take to, is it guys? Do you think it's guys that take to the old internet to go, that's horrible? No, they don't. It is women, and they're angry. They're angry at her because she, of course, talking about the kind of jeans that makes you a Nazi. I'm not lying.
Should we be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this? Probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes. Like, that is Nazi propaganda.
Oh, my goodness.
Those are, by the way, she goes about $2 and about 4.2. Jeans that's not Nazi propaganda. Okay, this isn't Hugo Boss. But like, we make the best jeans in the whole world. Back, if you guys know Hugo Boss is still big, but at one time they liked the design. uniforms, if you will. She's not done there. So you got the old, Sydney Sweeney's like, I can't do just one, right? Like, I've got to do others. And so she does this one, too, which is really nice.
My body's composition is determined by my genes. Hey, eyes up here.
Sydney Sweeney has very keens.
And the eyes up there because she only has one button in between her bosoms, if you will. Yeah, that's a good look. It is.
She's going to catch a cold.
She is. So then other haters take to it because you got to hate, right? Because haters are going to do what, kids? They're going to hate because that's what they do. This person is super hateful.
They're literally saying the quiet part out loud, but was it ever truly quiet when you're wearing dumbass merch like this? I mean, really. Make America great again. When was America ever great? Their definition of greatness was when this country was full of white supremacists and that slavery still existed. And now we have this interesting ad with a play on words where we pass on blue genes to those genetically with blue eyes. And let me just guess that they're going to market that these jeans are made out of 100% cotton. Heaven forbid that there's any poly blend or any mixture of other fabrics, because we will totally wrap them all up and incinerate them like we incinerated $10 million worth of contraceptives overseas and 56,000 tons of food. But there's always an exception of the mixture of different fabrics with 100% cotton, and that's when the 100% cotton is being picked by people of color.
What? How did you get there? How do you get to that point where you believe that crap? But people do. And they're all upset and they're all angry over the fact that somebody who, by the way, again, it's the same people. It is never anybody as kind of hot as her. It's always somebody else talking about how horrible she is. This is the mindset of the wackadoos online and this liberal, insane thing where you try to connect the dots between Sydney Sweeney, who's got jeans. She's not talking about, she didn't write the ads, okay? She just was there putting jeans on. They filmed her, and she's like, oh, my God, I'm so hot in these jeans. Look at me, how hot. And you're like, yeah, buy those jeans. That's it. She didn't go there, and she goes, hey, Belle, can you make sure that we have the little mustache for me ready? Maybe, right? Something like that.
And don't forget, we booked a tattoo artist to put a swastika on my forehead.
That's right. We need all of that. So go ahead and get it. How about one more?
Totally just talking about denim, right? Just a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman explaining how her good genes gave her personality and purity. I mean, are we really going to pretend that this isn't a little fashy-coded? Look, I'm not saying that Sydney Sweeney personally wrote this ad to revive the Third Reich, but American Eagle absolutely knew what they were doing here. You don't get to drop lines about inherited traits, blue eyes, and great genes while zooming in on somebody that could have walked straight off of a Nazi propaganda poster and expect people not to catch that reference. Good genes used to mean racial purity in fascist circles, and now it's just denim marketing. We are watching fascist aesthetics sneak back into pop culture through fashion ads, trad wife influencers, and yes, now blue jeans. If you think this was an innocent ad, you have not been paying attention.
I know how you solve this.
How? Tell me.
You wipe out all the blonde, blue-eyed people on the planet. Because that wouldn't be Nazism or eugenics.
No, it wouldn't be that at all.
I think we just stop making pants.
That's a good thing. Well,
or at least stop wearing them in protest.
Yeah.
For people like her, absolutely. Maybe us, we should probably wear pants. But other people, right? You know what I'm talking about.
We should wear Spanx.
Oh, man, Spanx. I remember when I went to the convention and watching all the TV people come by. And you see them on TV, but you only ever see them from, like, the waist up. Some were walking by and I'm like, man, if their Spanx giveaway, this whole building's going to come down. By the way, what do you think, American Eagle? They got a statement. That's what they think of that crap. So insane. Oh, my Lord. It is so insane to think that you would see something on the internet and go, oh, well, that's not very nice. And I think that has to do with Nazis and Donald Trump or whatever you want to do. And then equate the same to a woman putting jeans on. This is why you guys have no friends. This is it. This is why all of you And by the way, all of them, they look like they sit at the that special table at the wedding. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's kind of like the hodgepodge of people. It's like there's that one-armed lady over there.
And where half the cake went?
Yeah. Oh, totally. That's that lady, 465 pounds. She's not getting in jeans. No jeans for her. You got that other lady over there, right? You know what I'm talking about? She got the mustache, but nobody wants to say anything. She thinks it looks good. You got that guy over there that does that all the time. Yeah. It's haters. And to bring it to the point where you're talking about Nazism over this, and they know what they're doing. They don't know. You guys are insane. Who do you think works for them? Do you think American Eagle is not? Oh, yeah. Do you guys know that? It's just a bunch of 65, 70, 80-year-old Germans. That's all that works for them. It's a fashion industry. That's not going to Hugo Boss.
They demand you pay in francs for their clothes. And if you're a person of color or undesirable, you're not allowed to buy their product because your money's not good enough.
Not good enough here. Uns wer this. And for you, we will design this for the star. Suck. People are stupid. You guys have no friends. What's going on in Gaza? And I'm going to bring it up. It is horrific. Period. Case closed. It is nasty. It is, as a person who believes in God, as a person who believes in Jesus, I can look over there and I can compartmentalize and say, Hamas is awful. By the way, Bibi Netanyahu, this is not about Israel. They have every right to defend themselves. This is not about the people of Israel. This is not about Jews. This is about Bibi Netanyahu and what he wants. That's what this is. I can hear it in Trump's voice. He is getting tired of this. He is frustrated. And to hear Bibi come out every day, like this is a guy, like I said last week, he goes on the Nelk Boys. They give him, they being the Israelis, give the Nelk Boys the questions that he would like asked. He's not doing media back at home. He's losing a lot of the Western world because of what is happening. Because we can see it in real time. And him coming out saying, there's nothing going on over there.
There is no policy of starvation in Gaza, and there is no starvation in Gaza.
None, right? There's none. It's crazy that there's none, but the rest of the world says there is. It's crazy that I have eyes, as do most of you, that can see, and I'm looking at seeing what's going to happen, and it's always about Hamas. You're not going to eliminate Hamas by killing everybody over there and think that you're going to, you know what I mean? Because you still have the West Bank. This is just Gaza. You're not going to get rid of everybody and think that, okay, we think we got everybody, because all you're doing is creating more kids for the future who are going to be full of hate. There's got to be a better way. You hear Trump talking about it. Nothing good's coming out of here. Both sides have been bad. They had every right to defend themselves after October 7th. But at some point, when do you stand up and say, all right, well, okay, I don't want my tax dollars, as do any of you, I'm sure, going to things. It's one thing to have protection. It's one thing to protect yourself. That's one thing. It's another thing to actively lie to the American people and everybody else about what is happening over there. It is ridiculous. And this isn't going to... Ehud Barak, former prime minister, what did he come out and say? You're not going to get rid of Hamas this way. You're never going to do it. The Israeli people, by the way, are over it. Look at the protests. They're massive. They're done with him. They feel like he's more interested in prolonging it and less interested in getting the hostages. If we're honest, go look at the pictures, go look at the video. What happened on October 7th was horrible. Damn Skippy, you go defend yourself. But what point in time do you go from defending yourself to punishing everything? And doing it with our tax dollars. and telling everybody in America, oh, you better believe this. You better believe this. No, you can look over and go, look, you have every right to defend yourself. I don't think you should be killing women and children. I don't. Some of you do. Some of you are fine with it. I'm not. And some of you are honest going, yeah, okay, at some point in time. Because what do you think is going to happen? You think they're going to fix this tomorrow? No. Think there's ever going to be a two-state solution? Not with Bibi. Bibi's already said that. Go look at the videos of him, Oslo, all of that stuff, talking about, yeah, we put the poison pill in there. No, we don't want it. Ehud Barak has talked about it for years, that he has wanted Hamas to be kind of that pushback so he can have power. Never been interested in it. Never. And the lies about, like last week, oh, yeah, 90% of it's taken by Hamas. Really? Because America, we did our own study, and they said it was the exact opposite. So where's all the food going? Well, Hamas is taken. No. I was born at night, but not last night. We could be honest about it. It's okay. It's not about Israel. It's not about the Jews. It's not about the Israelis. It's not about the Arab Israelis. This is about Bibi and what he's doing. And like I've been saying, he also likes to get in all kinds of fights. He's one of those guys. You take him out, what's he want to do? He wants to throw down. And you're like, this is why we don't invite you places. Yes, it's important that we're allies with them. At the same time, I think we need to be honest. And if we want to get out of this, and that's what I think I love about Trump. Trump hates war. And that is awesome. Coming up, your urban word of the day. We'll also probably have a little swamp ass report because I have a feeling it's going to be swamp assy for the next few days. If you're listening to the show, shame on you, grab the podcast, Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997. It's that portion of the day we help teach you how to speak to the youngsters, right? So the youngsters being, the millennials, Gen Z, the alpha, they'll say stuff and you'll go, I have no idea what you just said. They'll have a phrase, a word. You're like, what? We want to make sure whether it's your kids, your grandkids, maybe even people you work with, or you even hear it on the television, that you know exactly what's going on. We call this our urban word of the day.
Now it's time for the urban word of the day. The young have a vocabulary all their own, and we break it down for you. It's called the urban word of the day.
All right, today's urban word. Now, again, they're words, they're phrases, whatever they may be. But these are things that the youngsters are using. I've heard it. Let them eat. Ooh, let them eat.
I'll go for that.
So, not what we're thinking. Oh. You and I are like, yeah, sounds good. What are you guys eating? No, so let's say somebody is on a rant. They're doing something amazing. They're rocking and rolling. They could be playing sports. You could see a pro.
Football.
Yeah, football could be doing something. And you know what? Let them eat, right? Just keep feeding them the ball. Let them eat. Somebody at work, right? Youngster may be doing something really good and you want to help them. Haven't asked for help, but you want to. And then somebody comes over and goes, you know what? Just let them eat. Let them eat. Let them do their thing because they're doing it well. Let them eat. Your urban word of the day.
That was the urban word of the day. Now you know.
It's always nice to know. It is, because you don't want to not know. Now you're going to hear that, and you're going to go, hey, Chad, thanks so much. I heard that. My kid said it, and we really appreciate that. A lot of stuff still to get to. Some of you chiming in about Israel. And remember, this is about Bibi. I want to point that out. So many other people. This is not about Hamas is awful. And by the way, they've known forever and a day where the leaders of Hamas were. They were in Qatar. There's a lot that goes on people don't pay attention to because Hamas is bad. We know Hamas is bad. They're awful. You're not going to eliminate an ideology that continues to get new recruits every day because you slaughter their family. You do that, as Trump has talked about, through giving people opportunities to get out of the hell they're in. But Bibi is a wartime prime minister. And with all the hell that he's going through outside of this, Israel is not happy. The Israelis are exhausted. It's not just me. Nobody in my industry will say it because they're all terrified. I get yelled at all the time by AIPAC and them. They yell at me all the time. It's not about Israel. It's not about you're an anti-Semite. No, I'm not. They have every right to protect themselves. They have every right. But at what point in time do you become the monster that you say you're fighting? It's a fair question. Because watching little kids die, no, not going to do it. I don't think we should. And I don't think America should be a party to that. Talk a bit about that. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. The Democrats are awful at pretty much just everything. And that is hilarious. We'll talk a little bit about that. A bunch of other stuff coming up next hour. Check us out across all of our social media, including Rumble, 99.7 WTN. Go there and check it out. It is the Chad Benson Show.